I understand wanting to make it illegal because of the safety or whatever. Like I get where they're coming from, but dude, you can still smoke cigarettes. Like how many people have died of lung cancer that smoked and they're still legal? You just warn them of it.
Better to have a short life that is full of what you like doing than a long life spent in a miserable way.
But I think this is like, and like this is another topic that you had, so I think maybe we can jump on that.
Yeah.
But like, this is the same thing that's happening with all of these people with this crazy lung disease from the vaping.
Yeah.
It's because like there is no research. We have no, Jamie, we have no idea what's causing it. We have no idea why it's happening because we were never allowed to research using marijuana. And now that it just started, everyone's just researching like the purest form of using THC, and no one has even questioned or asked the question, what happens if you smoke it via vape? What happens if you take it via an edible? Like we don't know these things because it's been just outlawed because it's been a Schedule I drug.
Right.
So now that in very few states it's been legal, we can start asking patients, and patients aren't afraid to tell us things like, yeah, I do use marijuana recreationally, so we can start adding things up and saying, all right, there's a trend here with patients who vape who are getting this crazy lung disease. Maybe we should not make this legal to sell, or we should tell people not to use.
Which can I also say on that matter, like I understand wanting to make it illegal because of the safety or whatever. Like I get where they're coming from, but dude, you can still smoke cigarettes. Like how many people have died of lung cancer that smoked and they're still legal? You just warn them of it. Like,
right?
So you're gonna outlaw vaping? Seriously? Get out of here. I read that and I was like, this is so dumb. Like there's so many things that I mean, what about meat?
Exactly.
I mean, how much steroids and all of these things that are pumped into cows and in milk, but we still allow people to drink milk. And people are dying of cancer that could be associated with that. Stop.
I was a vegan for about a year and a half because after watching What is Health or something, it was a Netflix.
What the Health
on Netflix. I was like, oh, forget about this. And you're right. I mean, like after they tell you how many antibiotics are pumped into these cows, I was like, oh my God. I mean, it's insane, right? So yeah, just like you said, people use eating sugar 24/7. People consider like sugar is like they have been legitimate studies that have shown that rats and human beings alike react to the addiction of sugar the same way that they react to the addiction of heroin. But no one questions. We can't. If you were to go to a group of people and say that sugar is a drug and we should make it illegal, the entire world would be like, you're insane, right? You're insane. But for marijuana, like really, you guys, people are going crazy. And I don't know what the money influence is because the marijuana companies, businesses are just up and coming. They're startups. Yes, they're blowing up in the very few states that it is legal, but they don't have the same backing of these humongous international corporations that are pharmaceutical companies. So it might be easier to just be like, vaping is causing these crazy lung diseases, so let's just outlaw vaping. But here in Massachusetts, there is literally a ban. It is legal to smoke marijuana recreationally, but you can't. They stopped it like I think a week ago that you are not allowed to buy any vaping products with marijuana in it. Like it's hardcore.
Yeah.
And it's kind of crazy to see that they're moving this fast. And there's been like, I think like 17 deaths. I'm not saying 17 is not a big number, but 17 compared to everyone that's died of heart disease.
Cute. Let me tell you. So I posted on Twitter. Now, again, the way that I see the world is you do whatever works for you as long as it doesn't harm anyone else. Like if it makes you happy and it may hurt you, as long as that doesn't move into anyone else, you do you, right? Like, yes. I don't agree that somebody should be out selling drugs to a 10-year-old, but like if you want to do cocaine and that's what you need for your life, that's not for me to judge. It's not for me to interfere with. I was born, I get to live my life. But anyways, when they posted that, like at the time, I think there were 6 deaths reported whenever I first did this. And it was like, they're outlawing vaping because 6 deaths have been reporting because of yada yada. And I was like, I I retweeted it with the quote, wait till the government finds out how many deaths have been caused by guns. Like, I mean, seriously.
Right?
Oh
it is actually legitimately crazy. It's legitimate. I mean, I don't know, man.
Like, I mean, I don't care if people have guns. Like, that's I could care less about that. I'm not like, no guns should be allowed on whatever. But like, you're freaking out about this, but there are mass shootings all the time that people are dying and getting injured from.
No, you're right.
But let's take away the jewel.
No, I'm telling you, no, because I'm saying I am. So I'm hardcore. Jami. I think we would get along because I'm hardcore on your. I'm hardcore on your side, but I am a little more activistically like oriented with the gun violence situation. I really do believe that they should be a buyback program, that we should be getting all these automatic guns off the streets. But like, yes, you are 1,000% right. Please don't give me. I don't want a lecture. I don't want any laws. I don't want anything about these vapings, these jewels. If we are going to allow you, like, if you go to a Walmart and buy a semi-automatic weapon from a goddamn Walmart, don't tell me nothing about a jewel or a vape. Get out of here. I don't want to hear anything from you. No, thank you. No, thank you.
But again, that also goes back to what we were saying earlier, because like, I mean, like way back earlier.
Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate this. If you guys were informed or educated in any way, shape, or form by these stories, please hit that like button. If you liked my presentation of the news, I really suggest you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know every time Q the Nurse drops some hot, fresh press news. Thank you. Catch you next week. Deuces.